You feel it, don't you? She used to light up when she saw your name. Now, she barely replies. You overthink every text. You wait for her to care. But all you get is silence or crumbs. And still, you convince yourself to stay. Because deep down, you believe if you try hard enough, she'll finally see your worth. But let me tell you something she already told you. Through her actions, she doesn't value you. Not really. Not the way you deserve. And the longer you stay, the more you teach her that you don't value yourself either. You were not born to beg. Marcus Aurelius. You give. You wait. You hope. You try to understand her coldness. You tell yourself she's just busy, stressed, needs space. But deep down, you know what's really happening. She's no longer invested. Her eyes don't light up anymore. Her voice is flat. Conversations feel like chores. You feel like a stranger in something you used to call connection. But here's what hurts the most. It's not her distance. It's how much of yourself you're willing to erase. Just to stay in her orbit, you lower your standards. You silence your needs. You walk on eggshells just to keep someone who's already slipping away. That is not love. That's self-abandonment. And the longer you hold on, the more of yourself you'll lose. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Real strength comes from knowing the difference. You can't control how she feels. You can't force her to care. You can't argue your way into her heart, but you can choose your response. You can reclaim your peace. You can walk away with dignity. Detachment isn't about not caring. It's about caring correctly. It's about choosing your energy wisely, choosing your time, choosing your self-worth over someone's indifference. A Stoic doesn't beg for validation. He doesn't need to be chosen. He chooses himself every single day. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Epictetus. Most men don't stay because they're in love. They stay because they're afraid of being alone, because they've wrapped their identity around her attention, her approval, her response. You think you're holding on to love, but what you're really holding on to is your need to feel enough. And when she pulls away, instead of walking, you chase harder. Because if she stops wanting you, you start questioning your worth. But here's the Stoic truth. You were whole before her, and you'll be whole without her. No woman, no rejection, defines who you are. You define you. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you stop clinging and start choosing. You want to detach? Here's how a Stoic man does it. Step by step. Step 1. Accept reality without resistance. Stop hoping she'll change. Stop trying to convince her to love you. This isn't giving up. This is waking up. You cannot heal by holding on to what hurts. Step 2. Silence the noise. Unfollow. Mute. Archive. Not to play games, but to protect your mind. Every notification reopens the wound. Every maybe she'll text delays your healing. Digital silence equals emotional clarity. Step 3. Go no contact with purpose. Not for attention. Not to trigger her curiosity, but to restore your peace. Distance isn't cruelty. It's clarity. Let space speak what words can't. I value myself too much to stay where I'm not respected. Step 4. Redirect energy into self-reclamation. Gym. Reading. Purpose. Brotherhood. You spent months, maybe years, giving energy to someone who didn't give it back. Now, it's time to reinvest in you. Build your body. Sharpen your mind. Create something meaningful. Not to get her back, but to get yourself back. Step 5. Reconnect with Stoicism daily. Read Marcus. Read Epictetus. Journal your emotions. Observe without judgment. Act with discipline. Your heart will scream. Your ego will resist. But Stoicism will remind you, you suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Healing isn't loud. It's silent, disciplined, intentional. And with each step, you don't just detach from her. You return to yourself. Listen, brother, you were never meant to chase someone, just to feel worthy. You were meant to build a life so powerful that no one's indifference could shake you. The man who needs a woman to feel like a man is not yet whole, but the man who can walk away, calmly, silently, without bitterness, is already free. She doesn't value you? Let her go, not with anger, but with grace. Because when you detach with dignity, you don't just leave her behind. You leave behind a version of yourself who settled for less. And one day, she might realize what she lost. But by then, you'll be too far ahead to look back. A Stoic is never at the mercy of someone who disregards his value. He simply withdraws in silence. If you made it this far, you already know what needs to be done. You don't need closure. You don't need another chance. You need standards and the courage to honor them. This isn't about revenge. It's about rebirth. You walk away, not because you hate her, but because you finally respect yourself. So breathe, detach, rebuild, and rise. The version of you who settles ends here. The man you were meant to be begins now. If this message hit home, like the video, subscribe not just to my channel, but to the version of you that doesn't beg for love anymore. And if you're serious about mastering Stoic strength in life and love, watch the next video. Why real men don't chase, they walk. I'll see you there. Stay grounded, stay sovereign, stay stoic,